When programming SoundWeb London devices, it's important to note that many objects have optional properties that can be turned on, turned off, or modified. Input and output cards can have their meters and mutes disabled to conserve processing power. CobraNet bundles can have their signal names set, as well as changing their CobraNet channels. BlueLink nodes use properties to turn the meters on and off and assign channels. Many of the dynamics processing objects have an available sidechain input, which is normally not apparent. When you turn on sidechain, that second input becomes available. The compressor, the expander, and the gate all have sidechain inputs available under properties. Limiters do not. The leveler has an optional property to turn on voice band filters. This has no effect on the output signal of the leveler. It only affects the sense signal, which determines how the leveler functions. Turning on the voice band filters will cause the leveler to focus more on the human vocal range. For mixers, you can change the number of channels, turn stereo outputs on or off, increase the number of groups or auxes, and even modify the pan law for stereo outputs. The gain sharing auto mixer shares all these features. In addition, you can change the mode of that mixer from standalone to slave or master for linking multiple auto mixers together. You can enable voice band filters, much like the leveler, to cause the auto mix function to focus more directly on the human vocal range. You can also turn on direct outputs for the auto mixer. This will provide a direct output for every channel after the gain sharing algorithm. The gated auto mixer also has many of the same features as the gain sharing auto mixer. The mono gain and the gain timed objects are unique in that they are the only objects that can have a subrange specified under properties. You can subrange controls on control panels for other state variables, but the gain mono and the gain timed are the only objects on which you can subrange the actual state variable. For the N input gain, you can change the number of channels available. The room combiner has multiple properties available. This is where you actually set up and configure the number of rooms for the room combiner, in addition to turning on additional background music inputs, changing the partition mode, and changing the colors for the control panel. In the EQ processing objects, on the graphic EQ mono and graphic EQ N input, you can change the number of bands from 30 to 15 to 10. You can also turn on and off low frequency optimization. Low frequency optimization is a property you'll find on many filter objects. In most cases, this should be left on. For the N input EQs, you can also change the number of channels available. On the parametric EQs, you can change the number of bands. And on the parametric N input, you can change the number of bands as well as the number of channels. The delay and summer objects have as their optional properties only the number of inputs you can change. The crossover is probably the object with the most optional properties, because there are multiple things you can turn on and turn off about the crossover under properties. The channel output delays, the meters, the phase filters, the inserts can all be turned on or turned off under properties. This has a huge effect on the amount of DSP power required for that crossover. This has a huge effect on the amount of DSP power required for that crossover. Under properties, you can also change the max filter size for each output. Again, reducing this will reduce the DSP power required for that crossover. In addition, you can change the output names of every output on the crossover using properties. For the high pass filter and the low pass filter, you can change the max slope of that filter. For the phase filter, the only optional property is the ability to disable low frequency optimization. Again, this should be left on in most cases. Properties is where the FIR filter is programmed by importing coefficients. The audio coupler uses optional properties to change signal names. The peak and RMS meters both have enable control output as an optional property. This property should never be turned on unless that meter is going to be used with a modulator. The modulator has no properties of its own, but the modulator is designed to have its second input driven by a DC value. The control output on a meter takes the AC signal input and converts it to a DC value on the output. The matrix mixer, matrix router, source matrix, and source selector, if they are not a fixed number of inputs and outputs, can have their inputs and outputs modified under properties. Additionally, on some of them, you can change the signal names under properties.